Hello everyone, this is CPAT bringing you yet another Exceed commentary. I feel like we've done so many of these this week. I'm trying to get that orange content creator tag in the Discord, but today we have, I guess tonight we have a continuation of a game that I caught the tail end of last time around. This is going to be CMEshai versus pwnbyplywood. I believe both players are 2-0 so far in the Swiss set. We have pwnbyplywood going first on the Propeller Knight. It's again great to see more Season 4 representation, although this one I don't really like as much as the other ones. Propeller Knight's kind of an easy character. I shouldn't say. I guess he's an easy character. But he is a character. Sorry, let's zoom in on this again. He's a character that benefits if the maximum range of his special or ultra is the range that he hits at. So he gets a little bit of a tipper bonus, I believe is colloquially known as, where he gets +2 power on his specials and ultras if he is at max range from the opponent. And on the other hand here, we have Renea, everyone's favorite detective spook lady. I don't really know her lore. She'll get to the bottom of the conspiracy though, that's for sure. And this is CMEshai representing the top tiers as we saw last week. And Renee is definitely another monster character. Front side, this character can play boost face down, and backside she can steal boosts as we saw last week. And this looks like another boost. They're not tilting it sideways. Maybe I'll ask him in chat. You tilt your boost sideways for the viewers. Yeah, there we go. So we can get a little bit of a distinction there between the boosts and the strike. Renee, she's got this lovely little card back here. But yeah, let's see how this goes. I keep saying, I feel like I keep prefacing every video by saying that I've never played this matchup, but there's so many matchups in this game. I don't think I've ever played this matchup before. Excuse me. We can start by taking a look. So, for those of you that missed the first game of this set, both these players are apparently extremely slow. I believe their first game took 2 hours, so they make me look really fast in comparison, and the people know I'm a very slow player, obviously. As Propeller Knight looks like they're preparing to strike. But while we're here, we might as well look at Propeller Knight's kit, and if something happens, we will obviously flip back to the action. So let's start here. We got Propeller Pull, which is a slow guarded attack. Can be range 3 to 4 if the player elects to pull. So pretty excuse me, gotta clear my throat a little bit. Pretty versatile attack as far as the range is concerned. Not super great damage, only 4 damage for a slow attack like this is kind of disappointing, although with the range and with the innate ability, this can be bumped up to 6 damage. We'll actually take a better look at the boost. Yeah, nothing's happened. We'll take a better look at the boosts, especially because both players can use these boosts. So we have Jetstream, a 1-costed boost with a +1 speed, 4, pull 1 or 2. This boost seems a little overcosted, but on Propeller, this boost can also be like a +2 power, right? Because you're basically pulling them to the appropriate range where you can apply the innate ability. So this boost probably functions better on Propeller than Renea, if I had to guess. Next one, we have a long range Ignore Armor Fireball. So this is 4 to 6, 4 power, a little bit of guard on there, and we have some movement as well. So not only can the opponent be moved, but then you can position yourself afterward. And then Quick Step is just a nice, it's a very kind of vanilla but safe, reliable boost. Just you can position yourself a little bit. It's always nice to have something like this in your kit, just to make sure that you are in range for your attacks and such. Assuming nothing's happened here yet. I have no idea what this is, like turn 2. Oh well, whatever. We have Headwind here, which is another kind of attack that can be used at multiple ranges, because if you can read the before on here, it says range 1 to 2. You can push 2 to gain a little bit extra power. So if you notice, if you don't push, you use it at range 4. This does immediately 1 damage. So this looks like a parry coming out here. Parry Strafe Fire makes sense given how important Strafe Fire. Just Strafe Fire is just Renea. It's just Renea, man, right? So double down, we can see here to continues boost and play +2 power, which looks like CMEshai. I saw his game last week, and he really likes to stack the boosts on Renea. So this is a really good transformation. Also, a pretty decent attack to reveal speed 6 at range 4. So this attack will hit quite often, as Renea just decides to boost again. We'll take a look at the rest of the kit now. Saber Lunge. This card's pretty interesting. This card, when you hit with it, you advance 4, and you can either gain advantage or return to your hand. Pretty all right, you know. It's a above curve at range 3, and it's can kind of be used like as an escape tool as well, with the advanced 4 similar to Cross. And you can even return. It even recurs itself. And Blade Flourish, +1 power, +1 speed. Now if you're at range 2, draw a card. Great boost, like fantastic boost. Like this is tactical training plus, right? If we look at Renea's tactical training, +1 power, +1 speed, this is tactical training plus, right? So with the additional bonus of drawing a card as propeller boost defend here. And we have Swoop, a 4 special, 1/1/7, so really 1/3/7 as Renea boosts again. I feel like we're going to be seeing this quite often. Renea boosting multiple times. So let's see what Propeller's response to 3 face-down Renea boosts is. That's quite scary. But anyways, we have Swoop here, 4 special, 1/1/7, so 1/3/7. With, again, a little bit of an escape. You can advance up to 3, so you can choose where to stand. And now, on cleanup, this becomes its boost. Its boost is it's whatever, but, I mean, having a 4 special that turns into a boost later, it's only 3 damage, so it's not very damaging. And if you notice, a lot of Propeller's kit is not super damaging unless he gets the tipper bonus. As a strike comes out from Propeller, okay. Striking with 1 defend against 3 face-down Renea boosts, which are all revealed. We have a +2 speed and double flare, okay. So that is going to be a billion cards drawn for Renea. Well, no, that's going to be 2 cards drawn for Renea before the strike starts. Double fake out is something I definitely wasn't expecting. I was expecting 1, but definitely not 2. So this is going to be a strike from Propeller's side into a +2 speed Renea. Going back to the kit here, we have this one, Swoop again. So not great damage, but you know, having a 7 speed move is always good, even if it costs 1. And it also, if you advance the full 3, you can also add a card from your hand to your gauge. So it's not all lost, because remember, when on cleanup, this does not go into your gauge, so you're actually losing a gauge technically. But if you advance the full 3, then you can get that gauge back. Although it does kind of cost a card, so maybe it's not fantastic. Whoops, I'm sorry, I apologize, I did not mean to do that. We'll look at the ultras here. Launcher, fly up, just super vanilla. You can just go wherever you want. If you notice, a lot of Propeller's boosts and such are kind of positioning him or kind of helping him position to make sure he gets the best out of his innate ability. And pull 3, gain advantage at range 4 is a 4/5/7 for 2. 5 damage is a little low, but 7 speed, extremely high. Range 4, a little bit specific, but like we said, we see a lot of movement in the kit. So not the most restricting thing, and pretty cheap as well. And you can gain advantage on it as well. And we have full broadside. It's a 2/4, 6/2 with stun immunity, and you can push or pull them if the opponent did not move. So this is this is all right as well. Stun immunity on an ultra is always nice, just so you can get that guarantee that, well, it's not really a guarantee, but you're assured that your defenses won't be broken. And we did not look at. Oh, we did look at the boost, and the boost on this is just you can search your discard to play a boost. Pretty good, not bad at all. Very versatile, depending on what boosts you were using before. And like we said, a lot of these boosts are they're situational. They're not bad. They're situational, and they kind of help you position yourself to get the most out of the innate ability on Propeller Knight. And we already looked at Renee's cards last, so this is gonna be 6-speed dive coming in into the focus. Nothing too spicy here. So Renee will take 4 damage from the focus and deal 3 with her dive, or deal 2, excuse me, with the dive. And Pwnby Plywood will draw a card. So pretty. What started super scary just ended up being kind of vanilla. As far as the result goes, just a dive into a focus. Very standard stuff. It was one thing, I don't remember what backside propeller does. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and do this. We're going to take a look at this. I know this is a little sketch. We're going to take a look at this. Okay, so when you exceed, you can move. Advance or retreat too. Basically, it just gives you a little bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? Versatility. It gives you more versatility to get that tipper bonus in, because you can advance or retreat 1 and then strike, right? So gives you a lot. It gives you even more versatility there to make sure you're getting the +2 power boost. And at a cost of 2, the succeed's pretty cheap. But to get that +2 power in, it's important, because otherwise this character does not do a ton of damage, as you can see here. 4, 4, 1, 2, 1. Even the Ultra only 3, right? Character doesn't do a ton of damage without the tipper bonus, so you really want to be getting that as much as possible. Oh. Hello, everyone. Welcome, Chykka, to the broadcast.
Hello.
Chykka here, graciously hosting this game, even though he knew it would take like 3 hours. And me also sitting here casting this game.
I mean, I guess we can keep each other company now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess the first thing I'll ask you is, do you have any experience with either of these characters, Renee or Propeller? We spoke a lot about Renee last week, so we don't really need to talk about Renee, but
I have some experience with Propeller. I don't play him a lot, but I ideas about I'll put that, like, we play him. I don't see myself again. Sorry, I think the background is coming through.
Yeah, you got some background noise going on there. So yeah, Chykka has someone else in their room, so they're gonna be in and out. You know what, I will actually keep my mic muted, and then whenever they're ready to come back, they can. But anyways, yeah, we have a strike coming from Propeller at range 1. I don't know why, this just feels like it's swoop to me. Just like a read. Because we didn't know. So when Propeller Knight strikes, the timing on Renee's boost does not get revealed until. Excuse me. Renee's boost does not get revealed until the card is chosen by the attacker. So you didn't know that this was a +1 power, +1 speed. This feels like I just don't know why. It just feels like swoop to me. You know, sometimes you get this read, and you know, as you guys know, I come from Yomi, where we have a very read heavy game. Less reads than Exceed for sure, but this just feels like swoop to me. I really want to see the defensive grasp come out, and I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm probably gonna be 100% incorrect on what this combat is. But I really feel like we're gonna issue defensive grasp here. I don't know why. And like I said, I saw 20 minutes of the last game, so I have no read on either. I have no read on Pwnby Plywood here, just because this is basically the first time I'm actually paying attention. Because if you remember the last time, I had like 4 or 5 different guys in the call. Okay, Renee goes for the focus into the swoop. Oh no, propeller pull. Okay, I was completely wrong. Okay, so Renee reading this completely correctly. Better player than I for sure. So propeller pull cannot pull, obviously, because of the focus. It does not get the card discard either. So this is kind of like a scuffed sweep. In a lot of ways. We'll only do the 2 damage after the armor, unfortunately, and we'll take 4 back in return, and you don't get the card discard. So you're not too happy about it, but hey, at least you didn't like die. And on top of that, you also got rid of the Renea boost, which was a decent one. I think tactical training is pretty good. There's Renea again doing Renea things. +1 power, +1 speed. Oh, sorry, I just read this card again, and thought that would be the boost. No, the boost obviously is face down. And Propeller going for the Quick Seed. So can choose his movement right away, and when on offense can choose to position himself better as well. I'm assuming he chose not to. I guess I don't really know Pwned by Plywood's whether they're what pronouns they have, but I'm assuming Pwned by Plywood chose not to move. Okay, that seems weird. I mean, if they allow it, they allow it. Remember, this is not my room. I cannot. It's not my room, not my stadium. We don't know how far it is to center field here. But if these guys allow it, then they'll allow it. That's fine. Because technically, once you make this decision to draw, you really shouldn't be able to advance or retreat up to 2, because you made the decision to end your turn. And on top of that, it is kind of harmful because you have the information of this extra card, which really isn't such a huge deal, but it is like a little bit of a deal. And in a tournament setting, I personally wouldn't allow this, but if the players are cool with it, then they're cool. Excuse me, I did a lot of talking today, so maybe I will try to keep it down. Maybe have a little bit of more of a chill broadcast, chill vibes, especially with how chilled out these players are and how much time they take, which again, I have no problem shaming them for their slow play, because I am also a slow player just like them, so. So it is now Renea's turn. Renea full hand. Slowly building up those resources. 2 in the gauge. Actually, I don't really know if they're not really aiming to flip right away. But, oh yeah, one thing we do have to keep in track is this discard. Yep, there's the second face down boost. Let's see how Propeller reacts to 2 face down boosts. Again, we did see double flare in the hand, but at 7 cards, are you really sure that one of these is going to be a flare? It's tough to say. A lot of reading involved here for a player that's up against frontside Renea on what the boosts are and what the intentions of the boosts are. Yeah, I wish I could get Chykka into the call just to maybe break up the monotony, because this is going to be a slow-paced game, but all good. Pwned by Plywood considering now what to do. Range 2 against the Renea with 2 boosts face down. Man, Renea is so good. Can't wait for Season 6 to come out in 2028. So that way this character is no longer part of the tournament meta. I feel like I made that joke in a previous one, so maybe I shouldn't make it again. Although I have to say, it is actually extremely disappointing to not see any Exceed news come out, especially when the last I heard, and this is all secondhand information, I actually didn't read any of it. Last I heard, they were supposed to announce something in like July, and then they were supposed to announce something in September, and tomorrow's Halloween, so Monday will be November 1st. And not hearing a single thing about Exceed and having it left off the newsletter is super, super disappointing. That's, I mean, it's super disappointing to me because Exceed is the only level 99 game I care about. Oh, I did play, I can't say I don't play this game anymore because I did actually play a casual game today. I played some King Knight earlier today, and we did alright too. We didn't deck out, so that's always a plus on King Knight. But yeah, it's just super disappointing to not hear any news about L99. Sorry, not to hear any news from L99 regarding Exceed Season 6. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, these season 2 characters are super unbalanced. And it's kind of disappointing to see them still in the meta, in my opinion. It's fun. It's not nearly as unbearable as if like in the situation that everyone plays the Season 2 broken characters. There's a lot of character variety in the game, and that's true. But definitely seeing such unbalanced characters have no right. There's no downside to picking them, and there's no real reason like that someone who's like play to win, like super play to win, assuming you can. Obviously, that comes with the major assumption that you have the ability to play every character at an equal skill level, which is not the case. But it's just super disappointing to see like these super like S plus tier characters in the game still, and there's just like nothing. There's nothing we can do. Like the only thing you can do is if you're a TL, you can ban season 2, but I'm not sure that would be a position that's super popular either, right? So really tough spot. I kind of wish these season 2 characters, either they were a little bit more balanced or maybe we don't even see them anymore. But hey, I guess one tournament is better than no tournaments, right? So I guess we should be happy that we're getting these tournament matches to watch in the first place, right? And meanwhile, I've gone on a complete season 6 rant. Like I fully completed like 5 minutes monologue on season 6, and we are still here on this situation. So maybe I'll edit some music and some royalty music or royalty free music or something, because if I talk for the entirety of this match, my voice will be shot, and that's no good. Okay, what do we have here? We have Windstream plus 1 power with the push 1 or 2 on a before, so Propeller really gearing up for something. We don't really know what that is yet, and it's tough to know what Propeller is gearing up for, specifically just because he has so much pre-strike movement available, as I said before. I expect Renee to do nothing more than boost again, because yeah, there's no reason not to, and there it is. There's a third face down boost now for Renee. Let's see what Propeller does. Surely he doesn't get into a boost war with Renee. But maybe I don't really know what else you can do here. You can try like a reading maybe if you're really scared of these boosts. But it is early days. Health totals are still relatively, or both players are still relatively healthy as far as their health totals are concerned. But CMEshai, and apparently that is how you pronounce the name. I did confirm that last Friday, maybe. But yeah, he's just content to just sit here and boost and boost and boost and boost. Unfortunately, not the most exciting thing to watch, but you gotta play the character the way the character is designed, right? And if you're able to get to boost war with the character, you do that. In a lot of cases, it's Renee. So let's see how pwnbyplywood handles this situation. Sorry, I shouldn't be moving my camera around too much. I gotta really invest in some kind of button, some kind of hotkey to lock the camera into place. Okay, it looks like a strike coming out. And it was double flare, so look at this. Renea really drawing lots of cards here. I don't know what the purpose. I don't like that double flare at all. Boost something else, man. Boost anything else. Look at all these cards on Renea's side now. I mean, maybe CMEshai has a plan to use those kind of to strike often, but look at this. Down to 12 cards in deck. So yeah, and sorry about that. I was just responding to some DMs, and apparently I can't talk and type at the same time. But yeah, this is a huge hand. A little bit of deck pressure on Renee as well, which is something that actually matters for a player like CMEshai who likes to sit back and, you know, do some deck, deliver some deck pressure back. Renee down 6 cards on deck. I don't think it'll make a difference, but last time I said I don't think it'll make a difference, it actually ended up making a difference. So let's see. I mean, Renee's got, in theory, she has whatever she wants in here to respond to the strike. Only has the tactical training, +1 power, +1 speed here. Luckily, up against a single card. Let's see what Renee is gonna respond with. We can take a look at the cards real quick while Renee decides what she wants to play. I want to see like a flare come out, honestly. Like the Rage 1 dodge. Maybe this is gonna be like a slow. Although last time I said it was gonna be a fast and it ended up being a slow, so maybe when I say it's slow, it's gonna be a fast. And I really shouldn't be making comments on what I think the players are going to be playing when I literally have no read on them. I feel like it's got to be that, or it's got to be get the easy transformation out with paranormal, you know. Get started doing Renee things. Make sure that it's cheaper for when you need it to close out the game. Looking at this discard, there's not much here to look at. Only 4 cards, right? Interesting. Odds for the cross, only 1 copy, which is super weird. Okay, gets out. Actually, I wouldn't really call the cross super weird. I think it's fine. Because like if you get hit by a speed 7 move, you get hit by a speed 7 move. It's not like they do a ton of damage, right? Like Swoop does 3 and costs a card, and Grass does 3 as well. So I take that last comment back. But yeah, Renee now out of there. Great. Has 3 gauge. What if we see Renee Ultras come into play here? We'll just take a quick look at those. This is an ignore guard with a drain on it, with a mana drain on it, kind of. Not a mana drain so much as it's just a discard. And then anticipation, another range 1 dodge. We're rage 4 now, so obviously that will not be playing. So Renee has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 cards in her hand. It's kind of hard admittedly, it's kind of hard for me to count the cards with such a design on the back. But yeah, Renee looking to strike here. Yeah, doesn't want to discard the full hand. So obviously, for those of you that are new here, you only check for hand size at the end of a turn that you do not strike in. So Renee is able to keep this huge hand as long as she strikes every turn. So range 4 strike, not a lot of things this could be. This would be like flare and straight fire are above curve options that she has. Both call shots are down, so it's not call shot at the very least. Call shot would be kind of devastating, but both call shots are down. Let's see what Renee is thinking here. And obviously it just could be like a block thing. No, it is the straight fire against Cross. Okay, now Cross loses to straight fire, which is weird. And also, yeah, I'm not sold on this Cross. I think there were better cards to reveal, but maybe he just doesn't have them. Or maybe hard red flare. We did see 2 flares in the Renee hand, although I don't think flare does very much for Renee here. I think Renee is completely content to sit at this range. Actually, maybe she's not content to sit at this range because both call shots are down, and so like a threat of something like a cannonball is active. And yeah, of course, Renee will choose to transform this because she's been doing nothing but boosting all game, as is Renee's want. But yeah, this cross was an interesting hedge on you're not playing straight fire. And to be fair, 1 straight fire was down, although the chances of having a straight fire in here were close to 50%. 10 cards drawn from a 22 card deck, so close to 50%. So I'm not sure I would have made that play, but maybe there was no better play on the Propeller Knight side. And of course the after doesn't matter because Renee is already in the corner. So Renee actually has a pretty healthy life lead now. 17 to 24 here. It's somewhat set up. Doesn't have. Does she? Let's actually take it. Doesn't have the mimetism. Mimetism. Actually, don't know. Do not know how to pronounce that word. I think I said that in the last broadcast too, and I didn't remember it from then. Does not have the mimetism transform up, but it does have that straight fire double down transform, which is the one that really gives Renee that extra killing power that she 100% needs. Yep, definitely needs that as a character. So we're looking at a turn from Propeller Knight here. Propeller Knight deciding what to do at range 4. Does, like we said before, does have options at range 4, and with this can, or with the innate ability, can choose to be at range 3 or range 5. Instead opts to prepare, kind of a really slow tempo turn here. I wonder if CMEshai is going to try to take advantage of that somehow. Looks like they're deciding that 2 cards to discard is enough, and they're just going to boost in response to the super low tempo play from Propeller. Well, it looks like they're going to boost. They actually haven't flipped it face down. Okay, so they are playing Conspiracy on Earth. So they reveal their hand, add a card from the hand to gauge of Renee's choice. We can take a look at this hand here. Oh, sorry, I wasn't supposed to zoom in on this. So, okay, this is a normal heavy hand. We have 1 EX4, 5, 7, Saber, and Cannon. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be saying the numbers. So we have Focus, Dive, EX Dive, excuse me, Assault, Grasp, Cannonball, Saber Lunge. So that is a handful of normals. We only saw one. We saw one Focus drop on the Renee side. And so, but Renee's gone through a lot of her deck. There's threat of the reading in from the Renee side. So I wonder if Propeller decides to take the risk, or they take yet another low tempo action and discard all those normals. I believe there are 4 normals left in the hand. Discard the 4 normals for a huge change cards 5. Renee here just deciding what to discard. She has to discard 2 cards here. Notably, one thing to note, this Conspiracy on Earth boost stays in play, so it does count towards the double down. Just a little insult to injury there. Renee really taking her time. Discards a spike and a dive. Makes sense. I assume that some form of normals would come out here, because when you're at such a high hand, you are at risk of reading. 1 Focus in the gauge. I don't remember if the second one was played or not from the Propeller Knight side. I might just go ahead and take a look, honestly. I don't... Well... No, I maybe I'll ask Chykka's permission to do so. Okay, we're playing with hand revealed now. Okay. This is... Did they shuffle their hand before... Okay. This is... They're playing a little fast and loose with the... He revealed the hand and didn't take note of it and ended the turn. See, now this... I feel like in this scenario... as Renee, you ended your turn. Propeller Knight did not have to do that, so there's just a little bit of etiquette here between, not even etiquette, just a courtesy, like a huge courtesy, because it is Renee's job to look at the hand and make note of it before they end their turn. They ended their turn, and pwnbyplywood was completely okay with revealing their hand again. I would not have revealed my hand there, because the turn ended. Like, the time to reveal the hand was already over, right? And they still chose to do that. So good on them, I guess, for that. I wouldn't even call it, like, sportsman-like conduct, because I don't think the opposite is unsportsmanlike conduct. I'd even claim that this is kind of unsportsmanlike for the Renee player to even ask that, but that's just my opinion. As you guys can clearly tell, I've run out of things to talk about, because these guys are really taking their time, really making sure that the play they make is the correct one. And yeah, I apologize, because this is going to be a whole lot of rambling, especially because I'm here by myself. Before... I'm sorry, I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, I am here by myself, so it's going to be a whole lot of rambling for a long game. It's already been close to 45 minutes or so. We can actually check the time here. No, it's only been 35 minutes, but it feels like an eternity. This game, however, just getting started. Pwn by Plywood, looking at the discard made me think of a reading. Yeah, I apologize. There are going to be long periods of silence during this while the players think and decide what to do. What? Okay, CMEshai just now talking to himself in the chat. I like how he says, how he lists the name, says no cross was assault instead of. It's weird. It's like they're having a conversation with themselves. Which, to be fair, I mean, they don't have anything to do during this downtime either. It's not like the game state is in a super complicated position. Like, this discard pile hasn't changed in a while. They just took their turn. They probably inspected their own hand, just so hard to make sure that they were discarding the proper cards. So I guess they have nothing better to do either. What is going on here? Some move action? It's a move action keeping the. It's a change cards, but the cards changed were. He kept the EX. Okay, he kept the EX dive, and he kept the assault. He kept the EX dive, kept the assault, and kept the. Oh no, he kept 3 cards. So he kept the EX dive, and now it's getting red. Yep, and that's going to be a lethal force. So yeah, punished for keeping those normals in hand. I wonder why he decided to keep the normals in hand. So we did kind of foresee a change cards. Actually, I don't even remember if I claimed that we foresaw a change cards action, but I'm sure at some point I mentioned that a change cards was in order when the hand was revealed. And Pwn by Plywood decided not to change cards the normals. He decided to change cards with specials, which was interesting. And still has EX dive in his hand. Yeah, so he kept EX dive and assault. Read the assault. At least he doesn't have to worry about his EX dive getting read now that both focuses are gone on the Renea side. At least I believe both focuses are gone on the Renea side. Yeah, because one was boosted. But really got punished heavily for that, and what looked like not a major life lead has turned into an extremely huge life lead. This is going to be Renea flipping, yeah. So Renea on flip gets the top 3 cards of the opponent's discard pile as boosts into her briefcase, and she can boost from her briefcase whenever she wants, and if that wasn't broken enough, she can take another action. Very, very good character. So this is basically Renea saying, okay, I feel like I have enough damage, or this is CMEshai saying, I feel like I have enough in my hand to finish you off, and this is going to be me attempting to do so. Although Renea has enough time to build more, right? She has 10 cards left in her deck and another reshuffle, so it's not like time is a factor. Okay. So this is going to be Propeller initiating with a light boost in play. Apologies to our audio viewers. I don't think we have any. People who just watch the audio to listen to me ramble. Maybe should I try to make these more better? Should I try to make these better for audio only viewers? I feel like we don't have any. If we do, drop a comment and let me know if you appreciate more of the shoutcasting style where play-by-play is narrated, because I feel like I don't do a great job of narrating play-by-play. You guys can kind of see what cards are being played, although maybe not, because my resolution isn't super high. I'm only recording at 720p. But if you guys do want more like play-by-play not analysis, but actually listing the play-by-play, and you feel like I'm not doing an adequate enough job, just let it drop a comment, let me know. But anyways, this is Propeller Knight initiating at range 4 with a light in play against no boosts from the Renee side. So looking, once again, we can just look here and see that there are a lot of options that are viable. That's viable. That's viable. Ignore armor. That's not great. That's it would be disappointing to see this card being played. And that is also and these two don't hit. And then no gauge for the ultra. But there are several viable plays here. And Renea doesn't really have her long range options anymore either. We saw both Straight Fires drop, and we saw both Dives drop, and we saw both Call Shots drop. So it's just the EX Flare that's left in Renee's hand. But EX Flare is kind of a sketchy thing to... So it has to be EX Flare in response to something like a Cannonball. Because it would be a speed 5 Cannonball with the light. So that's a hard commitment. And I'm not really sure if Renee wants to make that hard commitment or just say, hey, you know what, if this is the Cannonball, it's only 4 damage, I got such a huge lead, it doesn't matter. And then focus on the other side of the mix-up. Which would be something like a Propeller Pull or even Dive. I don't think it's Dive, personally. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But yeah, let's see how Renee responds to this. Renee really thinking long and hard about this, looking at the Propeller's cards here. As is their wont. A little TGC reference for you guys that know what that is. Okay, opts for the sweep, thinking that Propeller's gonna... Okay, it is Headwind. So Headwind actually works against the sweep. So hey, I guess what I called a disappointing combat play meant that, well, Renee didn't get to hit sweep in response, which would have been absolutely devastating in its life total. And Headwind hits for 3 damage. So this is another example of Propeller's low damage, meaning that you really have to chip away with the character. So unless we really get more tipper bonuses going, this is going to be a long journey for Propeller to get back. So it's not Spook's turn. Remember that she can boost from here and take another action as well. And these are Propeller Knight's cards. So what actually do we have here? We have a Backstep, we have a Blade Flourish, and we have a Fierce. So opting to boost Blade Flourish, +1 power, +1 speed. And now, reminder, Backside Renee, or Spook, I believe she's referred to as. Yeah, so Spook does not get the frontside Renee. So any continuous boosts that Renee plays must be played face up. And CMEshai is styling a little bit, opts for the Flare boost to prepare. I like that a lot. Big fan of that. Of course, the text on Flare says return this to your hand, then draw a card. What's going on there? What happened? Did I just miss what happened? I'm sure Chykka's on it if there was some sort of play there. That looked like a Flare boost, but really Flare you can't boost Flare. Oh yeah, you can. But like I don't know what the movement afterward was. The move up 1. I'm sure they've got it under control, and I just missed something. This is like my 3rd Exceed cast of the day, so it is. My brain is a little bit fried, especially seeing all these characters. God, why does he not boost his? Why is he align them this way? This is awful. You can't read either of the boosts without zooming in on them, and I mean, oh man, what kind of Renee play is this? But yeah, with a Fierce boost, and of course you get another action. Renee running a little low on the briefcase though. Reminder, you can refill your briefcase by hitting the opponent. So your attacks have hit, put the bottom card of the opponent's discard pile with a boost into your briefcase. But Renee, +3 power, +1 speed. And then, of course, gets another action on top of that. Looking to strike here. Striking 1 card face down. I don't know why it would be face up. We're not playing Yaquis or Sagat. Man, Yaquis will be so hype. I don't know if anyone picked Yaquis in this tournament, but Yaquis is one of the few Season 2 characters. I think if there were Season 2 characters that I would miss, definitely the top 3 is some combination of Yaquis, Eternal House, and Pookie. Yaquis is so cool, man. Like, frontside Yaquis is really cool. I've actually never flipped on Yaquis. I don't even remember what backside Yaquis does. Eternal House is just a Chad. Like, he's so cool. Obviously, super variance heavy, in my opinion, but such a cool character. And Pookie, of course, is the boy. Worst character in the game, but, you know, someone's got to love Pookie. Pookie's just like a meme character, and I love him for it. Anyway, +3 power, +1 speed. This is a scary combat for Propeller here. Responding with 1 card, looks like. It is the Flare, the range 1 dodge, just a block. Okay. So this will be 6 damage coming in. A 6 damage Flare with the attacks that range 1 do not hit you. Pretty good. Not bad at all. Renee, of course, gets to steal a boost because of her second hit effect. Steals parry. Okay, so a little bit of hand control there. I believe EX Dive and Assault are known in the hand of Propeller. Oh, and apologies. I believe that's going to be an 8 damage Flare coming out, actually, because there are 2 continuous boosts in play, and so that triggers double down. So this is going to be an 8 damage Flare coming in. 3 from the actual card, 3 from the boosts, and 2 from the transformation. So it's gonna be a decent amount of resources spent. At least, you know what? Small price to pay. At least he didn't die as Propeller. Propeller spends 2 gauge so far. Now taking 2 damage. Maybe think about spending a 3rd card from hand. Has a lot of cards in hand to spend, to be fair. Maybe mitigate all the damage, not a bad idea. Looking at the cards. Really looking at the cards, seeing if he wants to keep it or not. This is still a long game. It's a long game. There's a lot of game left. Okay, just chooses to discard 1 copy of the dive, so still has a dive left in hand. Mitigates all the damage from Renee, which is good, though. Significant life deficit. Oh, hello. We have migohunter on the line. Oh,
Hello?
Sorry, I was muted. And we have migohunter on the line. Migohunter, say hello to the... We're not streaming. Say hello to the chat. What the hell? What is going on?
Hello?
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 Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you're saying hello. What kind of clown circus? What kind of clown fiesta is this?
Why are we rubber banding a bunch of cards?
Why is he searching the deck? What's going on?
It's a discard power, right?
Discard. It looks like a discard.
Oh, okay, that's the discard. Okay.
Yeah, he was just like stretching it out and like doing wavy shit.
Okay.
I think he accidentally clicked something that's played the discard pile, and then he was trying to fix it.
Well, luckily Renee doesn't care about her own discard order, so whatever. I thought we were going like full clown fiesta here. Just like
I like how Renee forces the opponent to care for their own discard order more than hers.
Yeah.
Another reason to get rid of her.
Oh, don't worry. There's been so much time. Oh, by the way, Chykka also back on the line. Welcome, Chykka. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know why I'm saying this like it's a live stream. It's not a live stream. I'm not live streaming this, but
I guess it will be to the audience.
welcome,
Audience back
Chykka,
home.
and welcome, Migo.
Once
Thank
they
you for
watch.
joining me. If you guys, for those of you
Thank
watching,
you for
this
having
is
me.
just an hour of me slowly going insane.
Why?
This game's
Oh.
just taking too long.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Both players take a while.
Yeah, and I apologize for playing slowly now.
Yeah. Now you know how people
In
feel when
hindsight,
you.
I don't play this slowly, man.
Yeah.
And at least when I play slowly, I talk because I'm playing casual, so I'm at least talking to other people, keeping them engaged.
We get to
While
have
you-
the
while you
privilege of sitting in the
calculate
observer
cards.
seat.
Yeah. Also, not only that, I think every call out I've made has been incorrect so far.
Like you calling out their plays and they were wrong.
Yeah, I think I called out 3 separate Pwn by Plywood plays and they were all incorrect.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoops.
That's okay. That's why we pay the big bucks for you guys here, so you guys can take over doing analysis.
I think the most recent block makes sense. I'm not sure if there was any good strike that could. I mean, I guess
Oh.
if he has a cross left, then I guess we maybe could.
Yeah, I
it was
missed
a
the game,
6-speed 4
but-
though.
Did you have a?
I do
Saber
see
on
that
block?
in the strike just now. Yeah. Propeller Knight advanced 1 and is striking, so that pretty heavily telegraphs propeller pool.
Oh, okay. I think I missed the one just
it could
now.
Be no.
Oh,
It,
the right
it doesn't
one right
necessarily
now.
telegraph purple. It could be the other one, right? It could be swoop as well in theory. And just wants to.
Yeah, swoop.
And just wants to not end up in the corner.
Oh, after he plays swoop. Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
But yeah, I think
Swoop
you're
kinda
right.
sucks,
I think
though.
you're right. I think you're
Swoop.
right. But
Swoop sucks. Like hell, specials kind of ass.
there you go. You heard it here first. Migo
Or
thinks swoop sucks.
It could be the other saber launch to get to range, or
Also,
he wants to go there.
also accurate. Yeah. Also,
Mm.
also a possibility.
Are-
Let's be honest.
are
Let's be
Renee's
honest.
straight
Propeller's
fires
cards
down?
work from anywhere. It could be anything, dude.
Yeah, I think you generally want to play at your opponent's bad ranges. I think, but I guess range 4 is pretty good. Generally speaking.
Oh,
I
you
can't
know
imagine-
why it tricked me up? Because they put their deck and discard in opposite spots.
Well, CMEshai put it in opposite spots. I guess that's what he's.
What kind of
for
dog
reason.
and pony show are you running here, Chykka? This is your game.
Yeah, man. It's against
This is
regulation.
awful.
What was I about to say? I
Paranormal
can't imagine this
Response.
matchup being.
Oh,
Paranormal beats the saber lunge. Good
yeah,
call, Chykka.
I call. Yeah, no,
That's
good call
why
from
you're
CMEshai.
here. 'Cause
He also
I
made the
can't
same
call anything to save my life, but you're here.
Wow, he knew. Wait,
I think his
does he?
plan was to saber launch to range 4 and then like launcher maybe or something.
Yeah, that makes sense. Launcher or
Oh,
like even
he was trying to set up a combination play. Unfortunate.
well, the last range.
Oh yeah, you get
combat was
advantage too.
even
Yeah.
behind, yeah. Yep.
CMEshai also called that right, so we stuck it out with the speed 7. And also the
He's
final
got-
transform actually. Oh yeah, that was actually pretty risky saber launch then because it seems
Yeah.
like CMEshai hadn't shown any of either of his 2 paranormal investigations
Yeah.
yet.
Agree. Return sweep and focus back to the hand. Maybe a reading coming out. Didn't Pwn by Plywood leave a dive in his hand? Am I tripping? I feel like he left a dive in his hand.
I'm not sure.
I'm mostly asking Chykka because I know you came late, but like 30 minutes ago, hands were revealed.
I wasn't paying like full attention at the time.
Well, okay,
but
so
yes, yeah.
EX die. I'll take. You know what, we're gonna take a look at the discard here real quick. God, why? I apologize to all the viewers who just had to witness that spinning going around here. Yeah, there's only one dive in discard. He had EX dive in hand. There's a dive in there, and CMEshai just returned focus. So that dive's getting red for 1 billion damage.
Propeller Knight's just initiated, so oh shoot.
Yeah, right.
Shoot.
That dive's getting red.
I can't imagine this matchup being very good for Propeller Knight at all. I imagine it actually sucks ass for Propeller Knight.
Little baby damage.
Propeller Knight's baby damage, and like he tries to play footsies, but then Renee can play footsies better
Dude,
because
imagine
Renee has
playing
cards on
footsies
straight
against
fire.
me,
Yeah, she has straight fire. It's so broken.
Yeah.
It's just like, and then it's just like poor Propeller.
Propeller actually made a good play earlier. I believe the first straight fire was parried, and then but Propeller did not expect the second straight fire, so sad.
Oh well.
Sad.
If Renee has 2 straight fires in hand, she just wins. If she doesn't EX transform it, she's just gonna land it.
I think she drew the second one a little bit later.
Ah.
To be fair, this whole game, full honesty, is just kind of mashing into one turn of slowness. So what's going on here? Why are we not slamming our reading right away? As Renee?
She got back reading, right? She should just do it right now, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Just got back to
sure.
normals. Maybe she doesn't have like a punishment.
I mean, surely.
I don't know what the no normals are.
No, the only no normal left, to my knowledge, is dive. Because the grasp was discarded, assault was red. So if you look at the chat, you can see. I don't know if Mika can see. The revealed hand was grasp, assault, ex dive, cannonball, saber lunge. So saber lunge was used just now. Ex dive, only one's in the discard, second one in hand. Grasp was discarded for a change cards action, and assault was red.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that hand again. He can parry with the briefcase and then play the reading from hand as well.
Amazing. Oh yeah. Yeah. Wait, but why? I guess it doesn't.
Well, let's see other normals.
See the rest of the hand, I guess. God, Renee. Oh, thank you, Chykka. Pizza, amazing.
Yeah, she could parry into reading. Hooray! Interactive. She saw your hand and she can immediately exploit it without you responding.
I could go for some pizza right now. Yeah, you can call whatever you want. And here's the reading. Even though we knew dive was, I would have liked to see that block.
This is the bigger punish, right? Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, I guess you're right. This is
why settle for a reading dive when you can read the normal that you just saw from parry into sweep?
True. That's my bad. I'm
bigger reward, CPAT. It's bigger reward.
Yeah, well, I won't be super greedy with my parry because Propeller has a lot of health left. So.
More health left.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just depressing just watching Renee just like dominate.
So this is gonna
games.
be like dive or assault.
Yeah. Oh, the range one misses. Game good. No. Hold on. Let's do that.
I think this is Propeller just like forfeiting, right? Essentially.
I don't blame him, right?
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, I'm just done. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Renee will strike with the second flare. That's been in hand all game. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because she never loses flare. She just boosts flare and it comes back. She boosts flare and comes back. And she boosts flare and comes back. She never loses.
I believe Renee boosted flare 5 times in this game.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love that mechanic. And why is it a thing? I don't know.
Yeah.
She keeps getting cards and she baits out techs.
Renee wins. CMEshai taking the set 2-0 over pwnbyplywood.
Well played, CMEshai.
Lucia over Bison, which was 2 days ago. You can check it over on. You can check the very tail end. I believe exactly 2 combats were played. You can check that over on the YouTube channel. And
yeah, you caught the last 2 turns.
The tail end of that. And this one, Renea, very convincing win over Propeller Knights. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked what you saw, including just me going slightly insane and Chykka and Migo bringing me back to reality, you can drop a like, drop a subscribe.
Back to reality.
Don't come on, man. I'm trying to make my money. And yeah, subscribe. Leave a comment. I believe I asked you guys to leave a comment earlier. I don't remember what the comment was about, but leave that comment. Maybe scroll back 40 minutes to find out what that comment was, and leave that comment down. I believe it was about something about whether I should do more play-by-play stuff for if we have any people who just listen to the audio. I don't know why you'd ever listen to the audio and not the gameplay, because the gameplay is what you should really be here for. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me, and we'll see you guys later. Bye bye.